Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm in my cabin here. I'm before I try and get up into the attic, which always frustrates me to no end, is I'm actually going to grab everything that's down here on the ground floor that I have room to pick up, and we'll do that first. We're going to empty out the cabin. I guess there's nothing there. And here's my bugged zombies. We'll bring the can. I don't know about the pickaxes. Oh, I guess I'll get the pickaxes too. Not quite sure. Oh, a lot of salt shakers. See, I can't see necessarily through the bush, but my little hand pickup icon didn't get anything else. And that's a pretty good haul. So let's go check out. Yeah, I don't have a clock, so I don't know what time it is in game. Maybe I do. No. I have my compass, I just don't have a clock. And we'll pop up here. I'm sure at some point I will organize the roof a little bit better on where I'm storing stuff, but for now it's just all going to get dropped. And yeah, we can drop the combat knife. Drop the food. Drop that. Drop the hammer. The extra hatchet. Oh, I had a nice amount of food there. I'll keep. Yeah, I can drop that. But I'll keep the matches on me too. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff. Well, you know, so one thing, you know, this might be better off if I did this in a barn. If I did this in the barn, because now that I think about it, the barn, the zombies, I don't remember they crawling up. Man, you know, I just did all this work, and we might actually move out into a barn. Let me see here. Let me look at something here. Forgot to restart my timer. Because, you know, this just looks silly. Anyway, well, I want to get everything out of the attic, and if I have to, I'll make trips from a barn. A barn might be the better place to do this at. It already has like steps and ladders, and the zombies didn't seem to walk up to the upper floors where I was. I could build everything there. Okay, where's my chair? I gotta get up into that attic. Just so I can grab everything. There's my chair. Yeah, I got room. I'm gonna dread if I gotta make multiple trips up into that attic there. What I get stuck on? Yeah. Oh man. Okay, screw it. I'm so sick of this. Oh man. I just love the idea of having my cabin. I just cannot get up into that stupid top part. Alright, but you know what? We're going to move into the barn. Not the farmhouse. Not the farmhouse. Oh, when I get to a barn, I'll tell you why. I had to leave behind some really good ammo and stuff, but oh crud. I know I can never make up my mind with this game what it is I want to do. And I think mostly it's because it has a lot of missing features and stuff. And so the gameplay is really what you make of it. And right now what I make of it is I just wander. Okay, my flashlight's out, so I know right now the game is super dark for you all. And I apologize. But we're going to grab a couple salt shakers. If I grabbed a pickaxe, I'm going to drop that. I don't need that. Okay, I got ammo. I want to make sure I get all my 5.56 ammo. And I want to grab some food. And I have an axe. salt. I'm gonna grab up all the food that I can here. And then what's over here? I don't think I got enough room. Let's see. I'll bring the extra hatchet because I'm always losing hatchets. I have all the food from the roof. Yeah, and that's just a couple pickaxes right there. Yeah, okay, I know the game right now is super dark for you all. And let me check my flashlight. Oh, the battery came back. That was super fast. I have new plans. I don't think I can kill them yet. I thought I saw a barn. Well, we're just going to go a direction. Yeah, so living on top of the roof just sounded silly because here was my thought. If I'm on the cabin and I'm on the roof and I've got my rifle and my shotgun, you know, I have all my ammo and everything like that. What would be cool is I can like snipe from up there. So like if I built me a fire, let's just say, fire always seems to attract zombies for miles around. And I can just snipe them. Clear lines of sight from that cabin. Now if I'm inside the cabin, I have to go from window to window and whatnot. It just seems not as defensible. So on the roof of the cabin, on the flip side to all that, you know, I got a good 360-degree field that I can cover. Just kind of walk around the roof, and I can shoot in all directions. Well, okay, so living on the roof just seems silly. It sounded really cool at the time, but then I got to thinking, you know, for role play and story wise, and later on in the future when they add in, you know, weather effects and you get cold, well, I'm living totally exposed. And the barricading system, well, I held up there. My platforms, they didn't travel anywhere, so I could get up to the roof. But I don't know how robust that building system was going to be to actually let me build a shelter up there that I could crawl into when it was raining. So then my mind started thinking, well, you know, the barns have that nice open, you got a 360-degree field of coverage actually, and when we get to the barn, you know, I'll show you, because normally when I did the barn, quote unquote, oh, world refresh, when I did the barns, I always went to the farmhouse. Like I made the farmhouse my base, and I talked about what I would do with the silos, and you know, and I got to thinking, well, why don't I start working on that now? So I'm gonna go find a farm, and I don't see a farm this way. Man, shoot, that last seed that I had, where I had like 5 farmhouses all next to each other, that was awesome. But now it's going to take me a while to find a farm. I think there's another cabin. Yeah, so this time I've got cabins out the wazoo, but I cannot find a farm. Not that I was really looking for a farm until just now, but the idea is kind of comical to me. I can't find a farm, but I got all the cabins in the world. But what's cool though, I mean, until they add more, but it just really kind of gives you an idea how robust their world generation system is. So when they talk about randomly procedurally generated, this is random. I mean, no two worlds are ever alike, and they're varied even just within the little bit that they have. They just are so varied what you find from seed to seed. So, you know, one has a whole lot of farmland, another one's got a lot of forest. But see, what's cool is that's not necessarily how the whole world is generated. You gotta remember, it keeps coming back to me where I think they said 10 square kilometers of, you know, essentially building or of world. I mean, that's a lot of world to create. And so you have the potential of finding all kinds of stuff, you know, all kinds of different biomes and setups. So here, I'm coming up on a town. I'm going to shoot past the town. I don't know which way would be better. Let's see here. Alright, sorry about that. It got me a cough drop, and while I was... Hello. While I was getting my cough drop... Oh. It's all coming to an end. I got attacked by zombies. My flashlight died. So if you hear me chewing on a cough drop, sorry. But it was either that or just cough all the time. I had to pause the game. Well, it doesn't pause, but I pulled up the backpack so I could get over to the open broadcast. At least that has a mute. So if I get to it soon enough, I'm not completely coughing all over your ear. The headset I had doesn't have a built-in mute. So I gotta try and juggle, hopping out of the game for a moment. Anyway, so I'm gonna shoot through one of those openings there, because it looks like there's a mountain. Let's see here. I got a mountain here. Well, as I get closer, not much of an opening. Let's go this way. Another cabin. The flashlight died out. That's why I have it turned off. Let's so it's turned on a little bit. I've had this lingering cold forever. I feel fine, but then every once in a while, just out of the blue, the sinuses will go and I'll start coughing. And I don't want to gross anybody out with details, but it is just not wanting to let me go. So if you hear me cough or something, like I said, I'm so sorry. Or clear my throat. I know you don't want to watch a video game video of any kind and have the host coughing in your ear and things like that. So trust me, I get that, but it's not like I get paid for this, so you get what you get. Alright, so here's that fear of going through the zombie herd, and right now it's dark, the flashlight keeps trying to die out on me, and I've learned now that when you go through these big crowds, there's the potential for the dogs, and in the dark like this, and I thought I heard the roof. The dogs terrify me. I'm not too concerned about excuse me, the dog at this moment, because I've got the axe and they go down pretty easy. It's the knowing that they're there and seeing them. Yeah, I hate the dogs. Let's go out here. This is always a gamble too. Uh-oh. Okay, so the world refresh happened. Now, I did this a couple of games ago, and the frame rate never came back. This came back. Okay, let's run. I see some open flat land. No farmland. Uh-oh. Frame rate. Oh, man. Oh man, I got my mute back. Crap. Well, that's embarrassing. So I put it on mute so I could cough. And I came back and started talking about how I came into the backpack and came out of the backpack. My frame rate got back, but I realized I was muted. So then I went back to take it off of mute, and as soon as I did, I started coughing. I was like, man, I'm going to have to come up with a better way to mute. Yeah, people are going to watch this. I'm going to have to put this, warning. I cough a lot. Dang it. All right, let's head out this way. See, this is so weird. Usually when I play, I have like no problem finding a farmhouse. This time, now that I want a farmhouse, I can't find it. And I didn't time it either. I still haven't timed it how long the actual night cycle versus day cycle is. And I thought that oh man, I'm traveling a lot. I've gone through a lot of refreshes here. Usually I don't get so many, but I'm just running straight through the world, so it's refreshing quite a bit. I haven't seen any flying plywood though. That's something. See, normally I would not be running the flashlight, but I want you to be able to see something at least. Let's see if the backpack. Yeah, that's weird. Well, I'm not going to say it's weird, but that's nice to know if I start having a frame rate hiccup. Just open the backpack, close the backpack. That seems to help clear it up. I'm not quite sure what that triggers, but it helps. Let's go. And sometimes when I'm running through, I can I can see out in the distance like the outline of what might be a farm. I haven't even seen anything this time that indicates a farm. Oh, flashlight's dying out again. It will be nice when they put the zone names. Not that I'll, be focused on the zone names. Like, oh, I just passed through Appleton, but it'll just add some charm to the world. Now this is coming out to a nice big open area. Oh, let's do the backpack trick here. My battery's recharging. It really didn't help that much. But usually if I find a big open area, it usually indicates a farm. But I've got the office building over there. And I think the sun is coming up. So we might be okay. That might even be a prison off in the distance. Oh, so scary. World refresh frightens me every time. Fingers crossed. Well, if I pop in and I have the frame rate, I'll try doing the backpack. I don't know, the last couple times I had a frame rate problem and opened and closed the backpack, it seemed to straighten out, so we'll see. Oh, come on, fingers crossed. Well, last time I got hung up on a world refresh like this, it did come back. So I haven't heard the ding of an error or anything like that. So I'm thinking we'll still be okay. There it is. And frame rates backpack. Okay, look at that hand moving just fine. Close backpack. And nope. That did not do a thing. Oh, man. I thought I had discovered some kind of hidden, you know, this will fix frame rate every time. I thought maybe it had, I was lucky and maybe opening the backpack and closing it forced the system to redraw and do different things, and maybe that actually worked with frame rate, but nope. Whatever in my limited knowledge of video gaming and computer programming failed me completely on that. That opening and closing backpack does nothing for frame rate. So, I know you might be saying to yourself, well, why would it? Well, like I said, maybe I was hoping, because when you open the backpack, look, when I open it, look, hand, you can pick up and move stuff. It works just, pretty good. So I thought, maybe that would just trigger something in the game for it to, fix itself. But that's not the case. So I'm not removing the backpack. It says I tried to remove it. I don't want to remove it. But I do want to run around all these zombies. Well, and I know the game is really dark for you guys that are watching, and you just watched a 20-minute video of me running in the dark. And I apologize for that, but well, no, I don't. I mean, if you watch it, you know what you're in for. The flashlight really doesn't help a whole lot. It does a much better job inside the buildings where you can really see. Out here in the open, I mean, I'm just running through stuff here. I'm hoping I can find a nice open spot for the farm. That's just... Maybe I should have stayed at my cabin. I'm just so full of indecision in this game. Oh, there's a dog. Okay. 2 dogs. So the problem with the frame rate is this. Well, on that note, well, that was an unfortunate problem of the frame rate redraw. Let me see how this looks when we come back in. And frame rate is still atrocious here. Oh, there goes the flying plywood. Yeah. Okay, so immediately I'm safe. So what we'll do is we'll call it right here. I'll be able to close the game, and then hopefully when I come back, we'll start heading back out to find the farmland. All right. So I'll exit for now, close this out, come back. Hopefully that will fix it up for us. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Just hanging out. That's all we're doing here. I know some people have asked, like, what are you doing? I'm just hanging out, playing the game I like, and posting on the internet. So I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.